This is the new Tecno Phantom X2, and as far as I'm concerned, this is the prettiest Tecno device that I've ever used. I really like the overall sleekness of this device and premium feel that this provides, and if you're in the market of picking up a Tecno device right now, this might probably be it. I'm not saying this is a perfect device, it's still a smartphone, but most of my snacks that I have with this is my own personal preference, and the mass market might probably not have any issue with it. So this is my review. Let's get to it. Let's start with my favorite features. That's the design, which I have already mentioned earlier, and the camera design. Unfortunately, we don't get that retractable camera that is found in the Pro, but that's something that I can deal with. The plastic frosted material at the back, oh boy. Every phone manufacturer should learn to implement this in their device. It looks good, it feels good, and even if you try to make fingerprints on the device, it's literally not going to appear. That is how good this material is. Definitely the reason why I really like it. And they even implemented the same feel on the case that comes inside the box. You are not going to miss out on this if you decide to put the case on the device. About that, let me quickly take you through what comes in the box if you decide to pick one of these up. It comes with this beautiful box, and inside you get a Type-C charger, a Type-C earpiece, a 45-watt charger, and this case that doubles as a kickstand. How cool is that? I'll link my full ASMR video above if you want to watch that. So in general, when it comes to the design, I really like that. We have the Type-C port at the bottom with the speaker grill and also the dual SIM card tray found over here. On the right side, we have the power button and the volume rocker as usual. On the left side, nothing. And at the top, we have the noise cancelling microphone, which is cool. Now let's talk a little bit more about the screen. This is a 120Hz AMOLED 6.8 inches 1080p panel and has a brightness of about 500 nits and is capable of going to about 700 nits in direct sunlight. For protection, this also comes with the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus protection, and we have an in-display fingerprint sensor. The colors are decent and the screen gets bright for outdoor use. If you're worried about the 120Hz draining your battery, know that in the options you can actually go and bring it down to 60 if you want to save some battery. The in-display fingerprint sensor works pretty well when getting into my device. I definitely scored about 90% because entering my device was really smooth. And if I had to complain about the screen even a little bit, I have to mention the curved edges. If I had my way, I'll definitely go for a flat, but this one isn't. And I must say, in terms of looks, it makes it look cooler, something I think a lot of people will like. It makes the screen wrap around the device, it makes it look sleek. I understand why people like curved displays. When it comes to performance, I had no issues with this device at all. This comes with the MediaTek Dimensity 9000 chipset. This is the 4nm chipset coupled with 8GB of RAM and 256GB of storage. This is a really fun device to use. Even look at the benchmark scores here. This is way ahead of the Infinix Zero Ultra that I reviewed about some months ago. And you can even see it in your day-to-day experience. This comes with high OS 12 based on Android 12, and you have some pre-installed applications on it, but it wasn't really a lot, so that wasn't a problem for me. I did try my hands with some games, and this literally ripped through everything. I played some Call of Duty, and it was so smooth I could play it at the highest settings, which is very cool. I also played my usual, PUBG, and it was also really amazing. When it comes to the performance department, I must tell you, this was really solid. It's a solid A. And when it comes to the battery department, this comes to the 5160 mAh battery. Inside this, it literally takes me throughout the day easily, and I never had to worry about my battery. So that was also an A for this device. Now let's talk about the cameras. I'm sure you definitely want to know what these huge cameras are capable of. We have a 64 megapixel main sensor which has optical image stabilization. You also get a 13 megapixel ultra wide and a depth sensor. Photos look really clean and decent. Here are some samples you should definitely check out. No zoom cam available here like the Pro, but you can also do this digitally, which is not bad. For videos, you can actually shoot 4K 60 FPS, and Ultra Steady only works at 30 FPS though. Night shots are also very clean. So now this actually looks like a really solid device. Amazing build and all, amazing screen, battery life is top notch, performance is also good. At this point, I have to actually nitpick and find something that I don't like about this device. And taking a very close look at this, one of the things that I wish they could work on was the fact that this actually comes with a single firing speaker. Like anytime I'm playing games, I find myself blocking it. So I hope in their next implementation we get a stereo speaker setup. That'd be amazing. And at this price point, I hope one day we get some sort of IP rating for water resistance. And also I wish the haptic feedback on here can be perfected a bit. But apart from that, guys, this is an amazing device. Amazing build, good cameras, battery life, really good performance over the bar. So if you're looking for a device to replace your current device right now, it's good. It's definitely one of the best that Tecno has produced right now. So this brings me to the end of today's review. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to this channel, and I'll see you in my next upload. Peace. I'm out.